There's a debater channel in Norton, Massachusetts. It's 10 degrees at 7 a.m. Good morning, everybody. It's time now for the morning news of the stories of Monday morning, February 2nd, 2026. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Monday morning, February 2nd, 2026. It's Groundhog Day, and it is 10 above 0 here in North Massachusetts. Here are the headlines at our top story at 7 a.m. is after Liam most of the Willies. Democrats turned folks into the rest of the kids detained by ICE. Todd Bletcher says review of the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case is over. Historic storm delivers biggest snowfall in decades for North Carolina. Laura Fernandez leads early results in Costa Rica's presidential election. Boston area avoids brunt of latest winter storm as Cape and Islands face strong winds. In Greater Boston, wake of dark unknowns for Haitian TPS soldiers. In Washington State, virologist surges vaccination after Washington State's first flu death. I got my flu shot along with my COVID shot. Will you? Oil slides over 5% as Trump signals Iran top season supply shock fears. Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters wins giving K-pop its first Grammy. Pakistan government denies visas to Imran Khan's sons as Khan's health deteriorates in prison. Measles outbreak whips through Delhi Child Detention Center as nationwide epidemic deepens. Will Republicans? South Korean stocks nosedive by more than 5% Monday during a large risk-averse sentiment following the nomination of the new Federal Reserve chair and a sharp decline in silver and gold prices. Mexico to send aid to Cuba amid Havana-Washington tensions. Russian drone strike on civilian bus kills 12 miners. President Trump has threatened to sue Trevor Noah over a joke the committee made while hosting the Sunday night's Grammy Awards. One officer killed and another wounded in the suburban Atlanta hotel shooting. Pier Channel News Time is 7:03. Bristol County Savings Bank taps Desmond Ringland to lead Providence. In Stoughton should cop accused of lying and said the Birchmore case be disbarred. Proctor City is receiving state grants to reduce gang violence. And Weymouth okays a new grocery store and a coffee shop and decided to do business was previously opened a Weymouth Honda auto dealership. Take a look at the stocks now, down 179.09 at 48,892.47. S&P 509, 29.88 at 6939.03, and Nasdaq down to 23.30 at 23,461.81. Peer Children's time is 7:05, and it's time now for sports. Last night, Boston Celtics thrashed the Milwaukee Bucks 107-79 at the Garden, while down in Tampa, the Boston Bruins had a 5-1 lead going into the second period in the Stadium Series against the Tampa Bay Lightning Raymond James Stadium, but the Lightning struck back, scored 5 unanswered goals as they beat the Boston Bruins in a shootout 6-5. Tampa Bay Lightning says goalie fight key in historic comeback. David Price on Benzema nullified overtime goal, a joke. Raiders expect tires. Could be after Super Bowl. WNBA union meeting could be pivotal. Rose set scoring mark and dominant win at Torrey, and Spurs long day ends in Justin All-Star gave coach a nod. Peter Childers time, 7:06. Time now for traffic watch. Beep beep on the MTA Medman line. Delays about 20 minutes due to a disabled trolley. Butler trolleys may stand by at the stations. And take a look at the commuter rail. Foxborough line train. 17:08, 5:57 a.m. from Foxborough's operating. 5 minutes between Fort Quarter Diva and South Station. New Bedford Fall River Line will operate on a modified severe weather schedule Monday, February 2nd due to additional snowfall and extreme cold. West Line train 5:06, 5 a.m. from Western's operating 10 minutes late between Ashland and South Station due to signal issue. West Line train 5:10, 5:45 a.m. from Western's operating 5 minutes late between Western and South Station due to signal issue. Stoughton Line train 9:08, 6:08 a.m. from Stoughton is operating 15-25 minutes between Route 128 and South Station due to an earlier switch issue. Haven Line train 212, 6:12 a.m. from Mabel's operating 5 minutes late between Andover and Off Station. Providence Line train 8:06, 5:10 a.m. from Providence operating 5:30, 40 minutes. Yeah, schedule between Canton Junction and Providence. Water, the north outside. It's back up between Red Off to the 128 Canton 95. It's back up around the Canton Switch. Route 3 to the north outside. It's back up between Route 18 and Waving Down the Breakthrough Split. Cyber Expressway is backed up between the north outside between the Breakthrough Split and downtown Boston. Cyber Expressway is backed up around the Mass Bank area. 93 Cyber also between Malden and downtown Boston. Route 1 Cyber also trusting Charlestown and Council's Slogo. Pike eastbound is back between Fairmont and down. Also back to Route 3 is back to 45. And low all the way down to Burlington. 93 is back around Woburn Stretch, 128, Cyber back around Woburn Stretch. Route 2 eastbound also around 485 in Acton. 485 northbound is back to the Acton Stretch. 29 eastbound also around Route 146 and Red in Worcester. 91 northbound also around East Hampton Stretch. And 84 eastbound 91 in Norfolk, Connecticut. 95 southbound also at Stoughton, Connecticut. 84 is backed up on the Middlebury Stretch. And Merritt Parkway is back between Westport and New Canaan. 95 southbound back around Bridgeport all the way to down to Stratford. And up in Northern New England, always all looking good. Peter Childers time, 7:09. Time now for weather. It is another cold day in tap. It's another cold day in tap, but as coastal flood statement for the Rhode Island and Massachusetts South Coast for the 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Monday night tide with special look like this coastal flood advisory for the Massachusetts East Coast continues for the late morning night tide. Jillian eventful work week otherwise, but we are monitoring the potential for the significant Arctic outbreak this weekend as dangerous low wind chills, gusty winds, and freezes spray for the waters are all possible this weekend as minor coastal flooding along the east Massachusetts coast after late morning noontime high tide with a special to very minor coastal flooding for the Rhode Island, Massachusetts South Coast for the early morning high tide as Jilly tranquil for the work week less below normal temperatures for midweek. All turns a bit blustery Wednesday and Thursday. More active late weekend, especially this weekend minor. Accumulated snow from a passing clipper system Friday night, then a period of gusty winds and deep Arctic air of a favor and the potential of dangerous wind chills this weekend with gale force winds and freezes spray over the whalers that's cold should affect snow can be possible too. Minor coastal flooding along the eastern Massachusetts coastline for the late morning to noontime high tide with special over the very minor coastal flooding for the Rhode Island, Massachusetts South Coast for the east morning high tide. One last high tide slightly to go as a coastal flooding expectation for the eastern Massachusetts coast remains unchanged. Storm surge valve should be clocked in lower than the pre yesterday at 1.5 feet, but more than the high tide is about half foot higher than the one that took place Sunday evening. The minor coastal flooding inundation about 150. Seems more likely when the beach roads are still as concerned given the continued build-up offshore waves that have cracked over the past two tide cycles. There is also the continued potential for some of the storm surge and freeze on a typically vulnerable shoreline and roads that become icy. The coastal flood advisory remains valid for the East Coast looking ahead to increase the downstream tides for the evening high tide that locks up with the eastern storm surge and the lower seas that should have been an end effect for coastal flooding. How we did that? The coastal flood statement for the Rhode Island and Massachusetts South Coast in England. There gets the Buzzard Bay for the early morning night tide around 7 a.m. Look at the gauge of Foxport and New Bedford from yesterday. The observed surge was lower than the previous forecast because of the strong northerly winds. Not that those Hesses had an observed storm surge values that were one higher than they were yesterday at 1.6, 1.7 feet. Thinking that the storm surge values will be gradually coming down to around 1.125 due to rising sea level pressure, but that decrease from a total water level perspective could be offset by the high or astrotide values associated with the border high tide splashover. Seems more likely with more total water levels at the Foxbury clock at just under 7 feet. Minor flooding benchmark, but there's a potential for minor coastal flooding as worst case scenario that the surge is slow to subside. Joining tranquil period, but the work week less below normal temperatures. Midweek and all the turns a bit blustery Wednesday and Thursday. Out. Whereas the Julian eventful work week looks to be case. With prevailing dry weather, despite 7 days, we could still be governed by the northwest flow temperature modified somewhat twinless below normal levels with highs in the upper 20s and mid 30s. And for context, climate highlights are in the upper 30s. A couple of weeks disturbances that flow could bring a bit more cloud cover in the blustery conditions Wednesday and Thursday with highs around the mid upper 20s. More active late weekend, especially this weekend, around the cumulative snow from a past clipper system Friday night, the period of gusty winds and deep Arctic air favored the potential for dangerous wind chills this weekend with a gale force winds and a freezing spray over the waters that should affect. Still could be possible too. A more active wherever province Friday night, Saturday, but especially for this weekend, it's pretty strong mid-level service in the northwest flow, especially with the surface developer low pressure assisted dig southeastward at the northeast later Friday night. Has pretty energetic system overall, but the lack of moisture and its progressive nature could limit snow accumulations that moves offshore. The first look potential hazardous accumulation look low with a minor reduced snow accumulation more favored. The more significant potential hazardous period of looks to be developed this weekend, but that mid-level show wave goes off the wood up mid-level circulation with a surface clipper, low pressure system, so and really serving as at the nearest the Canadian Maritime, the main about strong 1008 millibar high pressure, developing the Great Lakes created that normally pressure gradient and affects southward what is easily the coldest area that's part of this winter. Each multiple and several such as if in the midbar temperature as low as 30 below zero to the temperatures at 20 below zero range all the way to the Southern Coast. We had Arctic outbreaks in the periods of low wind chills in the recent past, but the model temperatures are different level of the frigid air that's cold has been advertised recently that CBC hazard outlooks, but adds confidence to the potentially dangerously low wind chills and the MEX and West guidance. Wind speeds Saturday and Sunday as high as 35 knots, perhaps in the red spots of the deep and offshore cyclone. A very impressive signal for the day 6 and day 7 MOS forecast as MOS trends toward climatology is at the time frame, but still some details are not. There's somewhat higher confidence on dangerous wind chills Saturday and Sunday on go along with the Christian freezing waters and spray and gale or strong force northwest winds over the waters. What's less certain and lower confidence that we can generate ocean effect bands of snow for the eastern coast and all of this. Sounds like an especially harsh period of significant cold, a very early outlook. in the early part of the following week. It suggests its level close to be short-lived with ability follow support of a power change toward modified southwest flow. Forecast goes like this. Today, sun's got about 30 degrees. Wind chill as well as 1 below. Northwest about 6 miles for tonight. Close got about 6 about. For Tuesday, sun's got about 32 low, 15 degrees. A lot of wind. Wednesday, most of the sun's got about 32 low, 8 above. For Conway, given west around 5 to 8 miles in the morning. For Thursday, sun's got about 27 low, 3 above. Northwest about 3 to 8 miles for Friday. Sun's got about 29 low, 7 above. And Conway, given southwest around 5 to 7 miles in the morning. For Saturday, just the snow, most of the sun's got about 15 low, 2 above. Northwest about 10 to 14 miles as highs. 28 miles an hour, transpiration 30%. For Sunday, most of the sun's got about 17 degrees, and northwest about 11 to 13 miles as highs. 25 miles an hour right now, Norton temperature standing at 3 above 0 in Presque skies in North Massachusetts. And that's going to be it for our morning report on this February 2nd, 2026 on a Monday morning. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Say you have a good morning, goodbye, day, dude. Stay safe, be well, be well. Have a good day, and good morning.